After hearing this, you'll never turn your back on a doll again. My name is Clara, and my job is assessing abandoned properties. That's how I found myself deep in this forgotten country estate. A house that had been sealed shut since 1958. The whole manor felt like a crypt. But when I opened the door to a second-floor room, I met a chill that was different, a sharp, personal cold. It was the children's nursery. Dust and peeling wallpaper spoke of ruin, but in the center of the room, on a small twin bed, lay something untouched by time. 4 pristine rags. They were sitting upright, their clothes immaculate, positioned as if they'd just been placed there moments ago. There was Molly, the one in red, Penny the curly blonde, Timmy a stuffed rabbit, and little Mistress, the pale blonde. Their round vacant eyes stared straight at the door, straight at me. He took photos, trying to maintain my professional composure, but as I approached the bed, I noticed the impossible. Beneath the dolls, the white blanket was pulled taut, completely flat, and inexplicably warm. A shiver went down my spine. It must be heat retention from the roof, I reasoned, backing away. I turned my attention to a toppled side table, where wooden puzzle pieces were scattered across the dirty floor. Just as I was about to leave, I glanced back at the bed. The 4 dolls were still there, but their poses had shifted. Penny, the curly blonde, had turned her head. She was no longer looking at the door. She was looking directly at Molly beside her. My heart hammered. Misremembered it. It's just a trick of the light. I conducted a test. I pulled out my phone, started recording the room, and then deliberately turned my back to examine the window frame. Primera, listened. I heard a very faint noise, the gentle creak of old wood shifting under minimal weight. I spun back around. This time, all 4 dolls had moved. Molly and Penny were now leaning closely together, like they were whispering a secret. Timmy was no longer sitting, but lying on its side on the pillow, and little Mistress had raised one cloth arm, covering half of her face. But the horror wasn't their posture, it was the sound. As I stood there, fighting to breathe, I heard a faint, yet distinct, giggle that echoed from the red wooden crate filled with discarded toys at the foot of the bed. I didn't think of ghosts or spirits. I thought of the children who played with these dolls, the children who were sealed away with this room. And as I bolted for the door, the giggle didn't follow me. Instead, I heard a small, dry voice, right behind me, just before I slammed the door shut. Whose turn is it to sleep with us tonight? As I sped down the driveway, I swore that in my rearview mirror, I saw a small, round, ragdoll face peeking out from the second-floor window, watching. May leave. It wasn't one of the 4 on the bed. It was one from the red crate.